Casey, just what did it feel like to break through there in the third after a pretty tightly defended game up until that point?
Yeah, I think it was a heck of a play by Pav and Chucky, and I thought we did a good job through the first two periods staying with it. I think we had chances and kept it tight defensively, and then nice to get one right away in the third and play with the lead.
Marco has talked about getting to the team identity this year. Did today feel a little bit like what you guys want to look like on a nightly basis?
Yeah, I think that was probably our best game structure-wise, especially against a really good team. They're coming in hot and they've scored a lot of goals this year. So, to shut them down, I think was good. And like I said, I thought it was our best game structure-wise so far.
What's been working so well for your line recently?
I think we're just playing with speed and making plays. And if mistakes are made, guys are covering for each other and working hard. And I think we've done a good job sorting things out in the D zone and going up ice from there. So he's kind of challenged us with the top line of the other team. So I feel like we responded well.
What does it do for the confidence of the room right now to have 3 wins in a row, kind of stack some success?
Yeah, I think especially after a tough stretch and then a tough game in Ottawa to come home and really defend home ice. I think it's one of the prides of our team is we want to be a good home team and have this be a tough place to play. So definitely feels good and now we got to go do it on the road.
Casey, are you proud of what it says about you that after the game you set out, the way you bounced back and the way you kind of taken a step forward since then?
Yeah, I think so. I think I said this to you guys before. I mean, I could sit and pout about it, but what's that really going to do for me? I mean, I wanted to be a hockey player my whole life, so I feel very grateful to be able to do this and to be able to wear this sweater. So for me, there's really no time to pout. Just come to the next day and keep working hard. I feel things usually work out when the hard work is there, so just keep going.
How much has your move to the wing helped the whole line, do you think?
Yeah, I think to be honest, I think it's really helped me too. That was one of the things Marco and I talked about when he took me out. And, I think early in my career, there was times I would struggle in Buffalo and Donnie Granato would put me on the wing. And, I felt like it really helped me find my game again. And, I'm very comfortable on the walls. I think I'm good on the walls. So, I think he gives me some confidence throughout the whole rink. So, I think it's been great. And obviously, Pav's a proven center. It's not like we put someone in there that can't do it. Pav is doing a heck of a job, and he's a heck of a player.
Does this feel as close as how you guys want to play?
Yeah, I think it was a full team effort. I think we played great through the whole game. So yeah.
Structurally as well?
Yeah. I think we followed our guidelines or whatever you call it, and I think we competed really hard. So I think that's the first thing we got to do is just go out there and compete.
3 goals in the last week for you. How's it felt finding a little consistency in production?
Oh, good. I think as a line, I think we're playing more connected and we're getting a lot of chances. We haven't been able to finish them off, but today we got 2, so that was nice.
Casey,
How big can it be for this team to respond to Monday with 3 straight wins?
No, obviously we want to win every game, but we gotta prepare and get ready for the next game and play more consistent.
That's important for us. Obviously wanted to end this homestand off the right way. And I just thought we had a complete game tonight. That's something that we could really build on and good to have momentum. 3 games now, feeling good about our game and moving forward.
How do you stay game ready after not being in the last couple?
Just day by day, making sure every time I'm on the ice, do whatever I can to get better, keep myself sharp. And again, I just know whenever my name is called, I'm going to do whatever I can to help this team win games.
Sway, just describe what it's like when the team's playing that well defensively and it leads to the 2 goals.
It's just a good flow. Guys aren't getting too high or too low. That every line coming over the bench is going to give their max effort, and that's a really big thing for momentum, confidence. Guys are going to make plays that way when they know that everyone's going to be in position and just do their job the right way. So it's going to help our game a lot.
How did you handle Thursday, not going right back in?
It's just like any other day. Prepare the same way, expect to play, and just be ready for whenever my name is called.
Is it motivating?
What?
Not it's the first time in a long time you'd missed 2 in a row.
Oh, I think every day's motivated. When you're losing, you're not getting the results you want. It's a huge motivator, and then when you're winning, it's the same thing. You're addicted to winning, and I know what I need to do to help this team win games. And sometimes just not your night. You can't control certain things. So park it, move forward, and have that mindset of next shot.
As Korpisalo getting more starts early on this season, does that help you at all, do you feel?
I think it's great to get guys, everyone rolling, and him and I, again, it's our job to help this team win games any given night. And it keeps the competitiveness high, keeps the morale high, and knowing that, any given night we can win a game, whoever's in that.
Are you somebody that looks for things to motivate you, or is it all coming from inside, or some combination?
I think, when you're a pro, you can't get told to get motivated, right? It's an internal drive. You want to be the best every day, and that's something that I've been instilled my entire life. My dad, a big reason for that, and just having, extreme integrity with my craft. And anytime I get a chance to perform, I do it to the best of my ability.
Is it at all like you have a rough game, you come back and have one of your best games? Is that a relief, or is it not just one game at a time?
Again, it's sometimes in this league it's just not your night, and that was one of those games. It's not your night. So, again, the sun rose 3-4 times since then. So that's something I've really worked on. Is every day the sun rises, a new day to keep pushing forward and getting the right results. And I think at this stage of my career, I've done a really good job of that, and I know I can still grow and continue to do that.
How nice does it feel to get you guys' record back up to 500?
It's good. It's good. It's important for us because we know how important points are, especially before that Thanksgiving time, and we want to be in a good position. So, again, we're finding our game every single game, win or loss, and I think that the momentum that we have is pretty important, and I know that we're going to keep building.
How the defensive structure look in front of you today?
It's good. It's good. It's something that we've worked on. We really want to have that as one of our identities as a team, and I think we're doing a good job of that. We have to just grow and experience it. You can't just learn it overnight. You have to experience it with games and ups and downs. So really happy with the boys' effort.
What makes that deep pair of Zador and McAvoy so effective together, especially in front of you out there?
They're veterans. They know how to calm everything down. I think that's really important for our team, especially. Just calm everything down, know that we got this, and those two are really good examples of that. Just good game management and leading our team, the right way, just calming things down and pushing forward.
When against a good Carolina team, what would you take away from the W today?
I thought we defended well. I think they have a team that plays aggressive and transitions well, but I thought we were in good spots. I thought we had a good concept of our D-zone coverage today. I think man-on-man we were pretty good at marking guys, and overall I don't think they had too many dangerous chances, and Sway played great, gave us a chance to win. So.
You're getting the results at home, 3 straight wins, but do you feel like as a team you're building team game now?
Yeah, that's how it definitely feels that way. I think we've rattled off 3 in a row, right, which is really good, but I think it's the way in which we've done it. We've had a comeback win. We've had some resilient wins the last game. We have a lead, lose it, still find a way to win. I think we've shown our grit, that we always feel like we're in a game and can get a result out of it. And then today, kind of a weird one, right, with a delayed penalty, don't touch it. That was weird, but, all in all, go into the third period, win a game, right, get 2 goals, besides that weird one, you preserve a win and play a shutdown defense to win a game. So I think we've done it 3 different ways, but it's allowed us to get back to 500, which was, what we wanted to do with this homestand.
What is playing with Nikita unlocking your game the last few days?
He's strong, man. He just, there's so many times during the game where I'm just wow, it's just a man's game. He's able to physically dominate guys, which I think is his superpower, right? He has that size and he uses it in such a way. It's trust. I gotta be in the right spot for him. Same, him with me. And then I think he is, he's just been around a long time, and he's one of those guys that, he gets his juices flowing when he gets to play against the best guys on the other team. And that's same with me. So we get excited at that opportunity and that, the chance to do that, and shut guys down, and, the responsibility that it takes to do that and play in that role. So it's been fun playing with him.
Does it allow you to maybe get more involved in the offense, you feel, with him back there?
I think the unique thing with our core is, everybody can do that. So I know, you guys have seen it sometimes when Z gets space, we call him Bobby for a reason. So it's the same thing. It goes both ways. If I'm able to make a play, like I want him to go, and he does the same thing with me. All of our D, everybody on the back there has the ability to go, when we're clean and your partner's covering. So.
A few weeks ago, you were saying you guys won't feel good until you just win. How does it feel to build that confidence now and have some consistency after that?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough when you go through like the season. Obviously missed some time last year. Sometimes perspective is something that's hard to find when you're in the thick of it, right? So this is still, or I guess now that today is November 1st, right? But man, yesterday even like I was at home talking to Kai, and she's like, it's the first month of the season, and you could have told me that like tomorrow was Christmas. It felt like it's been a lot of hockey in a short amount of time, and sometimes perspective is something that's hard to find, when you're in the thick of it like that. So 6 in a row feels like a long time ago when we were, when we couldn't win. But every day is a different, a new opportunity in this league. So we've done a good job at finding that perspective and finding ways to get better, with the limited time we have in between games.
With that in mind, with the perspective that Casey Mittelstadt showed after he sat for a game and came back better, is that both a good side for him and a good side for your younger guys to kind of look at that as how to use a situation like that?
Yeah, those ones are tough. And Mitzi's someone who's played, in this league for a while. And I think that might have been more something that was just, we're trying to understand the way that Marco wants us to play. How can, maybe he do that better? How can we all do that better? But that feels like a long time ago too. And he's done a great job. I think his strong suit is, you see it when he delays, when he makes plays. So we want to play fast. There's no secret about that. But for him, it's finding that in between when we are able to get in the zone, when we do get line rushes, like you see how dangerous he is. He has that patience, that poise to pull up, find the late guy, or find those seam plays. Like naturally, when you make those plays, sometimes they're not going to work. But when they do work, he's producing a lot of dangerous chances. So we got to support him and make sure that he's playing with confidence when it's appropriate. He's been doing that.
Helps immensely not to be killing 3, 4, 5 a night, right?
Yeah, always. I mean, there was a couple games in a row, or more than a couple, where we couldn't stay out of the box. So, I think it was maybe one and then the delayed one. So, better discipline for us. Sometimes you get those bad runs, like, nobody wants to be in the box. Certainly myself. I think I have the most penalties on the team. Sometimes they're bad luck. Stuff just happens. It tends to even out. So we've done a much better job.
Out of whack, right?
Always does. It's tough for Pasta, the top 2 lines, to get on the ice. Like, it throws everything out of whack. No one wants to take penalties. Sometimes it just happens, and we've done a better job at trying to limit, that, checking with your feet.
When you can lock it down like you did today, is this a repeatable template for you guys moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, it has to be. That's kind of what we saw at the beginning of the year, to be our strong suit. And then we had that streak there for a little, where it wasn't. I think you probably chalked that up to us trying to get an understanding of the D zone, the new things that Mark was trying to implement. But it has to be our strong suit because that's the kind of team that we have. So I think that was why it was probably the most frustrating when we were going through that pocket was, we were defending poorly, and like that has to be our strength. So we've done a much better job the last couple games with that.